Welcome to Enjoy Beekeeping. I'd like to share with you some things that I've learned having an observation beehive in our house. Here's the bees as of New Year's Day, January 1st, 2018. And the bees are just chilling out. You can see they're trying to conserve energy. There's not a lot of movement. And since they don't actually hibernate, this is pretty much what you would find if you could open up a hive in the middle of winter. So let's rewind the clock just a little bit and let's go back to last February. We'll have an outside look at the observation entrance, and notice how tiny this colony is. There's hardly any bees visible, and that's because they're all clustered tightly inside the frames. You can't see them on the outside of the frames. And as soon as blossoms appear in Georgia, everything changes in the observation beehive. And what's happening in the observation beehive is a good idea of what's happening in the bee yard. We see brood comb appearing on the outside frames, and the population of bees begins to grow, as you can see here. By April, we're already doing hive inspections on our nukes. This is what we want to see. Lots of brood. One of the cool things about having an observation beehive is you can monitor them without going inside. And one of the things I noticed on the observation hive is that it wasn't growing as quickly as some of my nukes were in the outside yard. Everything seemed to be progressing, but just not as good. Bees were coming and going, they were foraging, bringing in lots of pollen. There wasn't any sign of disease or pests. The brood was growing, just not as quickly as some of my nukes out in the bee yard. In fact, on one hive inspection I saw queen cells, as you can see here in the picture. This is from one of our nukes out in the yard. So one thing I like to do is whenever I've got a hive that's moving slow is use Nectar Gold. The reason I like Nectar Gold so much is it's all organic, and by late May and early June, notice how quickly the bees have populated. This is the outside entrance, and notice how it looks inside. The hive is literally exploding with bees. This colony did so well, it even cast a swarm. Look at how the bees are rushing for the exit. Look at how they fill the tube going outside. Things change around July and early September. These are the hottest days of our summer with temperatures in the 90s, sometimes even 100. And again, looking inside, the bees are just chilling out, conserving energy. There's nothing to forage. It's called a dearth. On hot days, bees need water. A full-size colony can drink up to 2 liters of water in just one day. Late September means goldenrod. Everybody back to work. Look at how busy the bees are now. There's so many bees coming and going with pollen. You can see they use the top of the tube to exit and the bottom to enter. Each bee is carrying the precious cargo of pollen and nectar. And this is the last time they'll be able to collect pollen and nectar for the entire year. This is the pollen and nectar that'll keep them alive for winter. And as winter sets in, the bees once again cluster together, conserve energy, and wait till spring. Keeping bees is one of the coolest hobbies you can do. In fact, natural beekeeping is even cooler because you don't use toxic chemicals or any dangerous medications that your bees can come in contact with, and it won't contaminate your honey. For more information, check us out online at enjoybeekeeping.com, where you can access our YouTube channel, Enjoy Beekeeping. And don't forget, you can even order small cell organically managed bees from enjoybeekeeping.com. You can also purchase Nectar Gold for building a strong, healthy colony without any toxic substances.